Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm DJ Philly and welcome to Master Crafters. Today we are actually going to be showing you how to build an advanced sheep farm. And this sheep farm actually has the capacity of 16 sheep, which is the amount of every single color of dye in the game. So you could basically have a rainbow sheep farm here. And it also includes an on and off switch, which acts as a safety module because it also shears every single sheep in the process. So I think this farm is really cool. I'll definitely show you how to build it. So let's get to the building list. Okay, so for this build, we actually need a lot of items. And first off, we need 4 chests, 2 stacks, and 56 pieces of glass, a stack and 44 blocks of grass, a stack and 42 of redstone, 16 dispensers, 17 redstone repeaters, 32 observers, 4 redstone torches, 4 blocks of redstone, 30 rails, 8 powered rails, 2 minecart with hoppers, a lever, 16 sheep. Now you probably need to get these from breeding sheep because, I mean, you can't get spawn eggs in survival. 24 hoppers, and this does go faster with 24 hoppers, but you only actually need 12 if you don't have that much iron. And then about a couple stacks or more of building blocks. And you'll also need up or a minimum of 16 shears here. It would be probably recommended to have more in case the shears break as the farm goes, but the minimum is 16 shears. Okay, so let's actually go to the back of the farm here and show you how it works. So basically, when the sheep eat the grass turns into dirt block. Now this fires this observer right here, and this observer up here detects it, which fires the dispenser, and which has the shears in it, and that allows the sheep to be sheared. Now we do have minecart hoppers running along down in here, which collects all of the wool, and then it goes into these hoppers down here into the collection system right below. And as you can see, we have another system right here. So we can have 16 sheep, and that way you can have sort of like a rainbow sheep. Now you can have whatever colors that you want. I just thought it'd be cool to build sort of like a machine that can include all the colors. Also, just to note, I will be building some of the exterior design, including the stairs, so if you do want to build the stairs with me, it'll just be 12 quartz stairs or any type of stairs that you want. That way, you can get up to the second level here, and it will be much easier to get the sheep into the glass with a second level, and then also the on and off switch will be up here, so okay, so what you want to do first here is take out your block of choice and make a line of 9 blocks here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go, we have 9 blocks. Now you want to increase the height by 1. Then place grass blocks all along this little area that we just built. And then place another 2 rows behind the grass blocks just like this. And underneath here, this is where we're going to be building the collection system, but we need to get the sheep area finished. So first of all, you want to go over to the left edge here and create a wall of 2 by 3 glass, and you want to do this every other block here. So I will just do this real quickly like so, and there we go. Once you have all the glass in place like this, you will need to go to the back of the farm here and break the grass block that is in between the glass blocks here, and place an observer in the spots that we just broke with the arrow facing away from the grass block or the face facing in to the grass block. Now we will need to go to the front here and place a dispenser on top of this observer here like so. So we will do this for every section here like this, and then you can just put a glass block on top of each of the dispensers like this. And we're actually going to leave the area right here open, that way you can get the sheep in. But you can also block this off like this and put the sheep in through the top. That way you don't have to really like mess with going into the front here. Next, you want to go to the back of the farm again and place 3 blocks like this underneath the observer on each of the sections like this. And place 2 redstone blocks on the blocks that we just placed like this. And then what you need to do is go above here and place an observer on top of the last redstone like this, and place a block connecting it to the dispenser. Now you probably do need to shift in order to place them, otherwise you might go into the dispenser's GUI, and then go into here, place redstone on top of the observers and this block that we just made, just like this. And basically this section is all done, but we do need to make the collection system. Now first we do need to make the other areas first before we get to the collection system, but basically this is all finished. Now what you need to do is get out some shears. So there we go, we got 4 shears. You probably will want at least maybe 8, but 4 is the minimum. And just place a shear in each of the dispensers. That way this section of the farm is ready to go. Like so. And there we go. We have this area all finished and ready to go. Next, I will be putting the stairs in. You don't have to put the stairs in. You can actually merge the 2 areas together. That way, it will decrease the space. But I do like the stairs in, so we'll just build this really quickly. So you want the stairs to come out 2 blocks away from this area, and just have them going up like this. And you may need to just place some blocks here temporarily, so that way you can get the stairs in place. And you do want them to probably have to the height 2 blocks or 1 block above the glass here, and then just place the stairs like so. And there we go, we got our stairs in place. Now the next area is actually the same as this one, so if you do want to skip ahead, if you know how to build this section here, you can do that as well, but I will just be showing you how to build the other section on the right of the stairs. So go 2 blocks in from the stairs and place a 9 block row like we did before. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And then increase the height by 1 block. Then place grass above it. Then place the 2 lines of grass behind it. So you have this little area done. Then what you can do is place the glass blocks in the lines here, like we did on the other section. Like so. And if you got this all done and ready to go, you can take out your observers and place them with the arrow facing away from the grass block. And go into the little glass areas and place dispensers on top of the observers. And oops, there we go. Then we can take the block of your choice and place 3 below the observer like this, and you will need to do them for every observer. Like this, and there we go. Now you probably do need to break the blocks below the observer, that way we can put in the collection system like this, and place the redstone on top of the blocks that you just made. Place an observer on top of the last redstone like this, and then place a block connecting the dispenser and the observer that we just placed. And finally, place the redstone on top of the block and the dispenser. And you can cage off the glass. You can do whatever it takes to get the sheep in. I know it's a little difficult to mess with sheep, but it would probably be easier if you take the sheep on top and then just throw them into the hole here. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Now that we got the bottom half all complete, we will need to be putting in the collection system here for the bottom half. So let's go do that. we will need to get out our chests and place them right next to the stairs like this, and the chests here on the opposite side to look something like this. That way we can go to the back of the farm here, and you will need to break this block, or sorry, this block here right next to the stairs, and break this block here, and take out your hoppers like so, and put a hopper facing into the chest, and then another hopper facing into that hopper. Now you will need to take out your blocks and place in a line here like this, so a line going through the bottom here and connecting with the hoppers, and you will need to do it on the other half here like this. Now get out your block of redstone and place them on the edges of the areas that we just built like this. Now that we got our redstone on the edges here, you will need to go 4 blocks away from this redstone block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next block here, break it and place a block of redstone. And you will need to do this on the other side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next one, break it and place the block of redstone. Now that we got all of our blocks of redstone in place, you can then place the powered rails and the rails. So we'll get those out and place the powered rails on each of the block of redstone like this, and then just place rails here on top of the blocks that don't have redstone, and including the hoppers. You may need to shift and like this, so that way we have a full line of rails and powered rails going back and forth. Now we will need to block the edges off here, so that will keep the minecart from actually falling off. And then get out your minecart, place it on the rail, and it will immediately go off and start collecting. Now the first half here is almost done. We do need to get the sheep in, but we'll do that last so that we don't have any troubles with sheep getting out. The next step is to go to the back of the farm here, and if you have the stairs in place, I would recommend it. That way you can get up to the second level here. But you do need blocks above the area of the redstone and the observers. That way you can get into the second level here. So you will need 2 lines of 9 blocks here, right by the last blocks here. And then do the same on the other side. So we'll just put some blocks here. That way it'll just be easier to get the sheep into the second area. Now what you can do here is get out your grass blocks and go ahead and place the grass blocks here until you get to the block right by the stairs. Then place 2 blocks of your choice, and then go ahead and fill the rest with grass blocks so it looks similar like this. Okay, so we want to continue going to the back of the farm here. That way we can get the second area of sheep farms in. So what you need to do here is place the grass blocks like this. So we have 3 by 9 of grass blocks. Now this is basically the same section as below, so you can pause and go ahead if you do know how to build them by now. But what you want to do is do the same on the other side. So make 2 more lines of grass blocks here, and then place your block of choice like this, connecting the 2 sections of grass block. So now that we got this all done, you will need to take out your glass again and place the rows like this. That way we can get the dispensers in and the observers in. And you probably do want to do it on the other side as well. That way it'll just make it easier so that we can build the entire farm, or entire top half of the farm. So you just want to place them with 2 lines of 3 by 2 blocks here, every other block, like this. And then go ahead and take out the grass block, place the observer, And of course, you do want to do this on the other side as well. Next, you want to go to the front here and get out your dispensers and then place them on top of the observers like this. There we go. And next, you want to get out your blocks of choice. Place 3 below the observers like this. And do the same on the other side. There we go. And you will probably want to break the first line that is below the observers. That way we can put in the collection system as well. Next, you want to get out your redstone dust. Place them on top of the blocks that we just made. Like so. And then get out your observers. Place it on the back here. Like we did on the bottom half. And then place a block facing here. And I accidentally destroyed one. And then place the redstone dust on the block and the observers that we just placed. There we go. So you probably will have something like this. And we're almost done, except we do need to put in the collection system for the top half, and we need to get our sheep in. So before we do that, probably just want to close up the top half here with glass. That way it will be all ready for the sheep to come in. And do the same on the other side as well. And there we go, guys. We are almost finished. So let's go to the back of the farm here and build the collection system. So first up, you want to go to the right half of the back of the farm here. And then go ahead, place a block, a temporary block here on the second grass block that we have. Go down 2 blocks, and then you could just break these. And then place a block into the farm like this, and you could break this one. That was just temporary. And you will need to make a line of blocks going into the farm, and you can stop right where the grass stops. So if you have this line all complete, what you can do here is go to the right half again, place a block on the edge of the line here, and then place a redstone torch, and do the same on the other side here. So we'll go into the farm like this and place a redstone torch, and then actually go to the middle here and find the middle 2 blocks. Now it'll be easy if you have the pathway here. Place 2 blocks like this, and then place 2 redstone torches. Now the reason we are using redstone torches instead of redstone blocks is that if we use redstone blocks, it might accidentally power some of the redstone that we will be building underneath here if you do want to have the system where it shuts off the farm. Next, you want to get out your powered rails and rails here. But before we do that, you will also need to get out your hoppers and go 1 block away from the middle section of the redstone torches, break it, and then do the same on the other side here. And this is where we're actually going to be building the collection system. So what you can do is place a hopper down in here, and then place it like this, and then go upwards like this. And then just go have a line of hoppers going into this area, and then going downwards, and then going into the bottom half here. That way all of the items will flood into the main area down in the bottom. Now the second row here is optional, but it will go faster if we do build this. So let's just place 2 hoppers in front of the hopper that we just made in the bottom section. And then place hoppers going upwards, and then go into here, place hoppers, and then make sure we have the 2 hoppers on the line of the top half here. That way all the items will flood into the collection system. Now what you could do is place the powered rails wherever the redstone torches are. So we'll place 2 in the middle, 1 on the edge, and 1 on the other edge. And then to top it off, we just place the rails in between the areas that we have the powered rails on, including on top of these hoppers here, and place a line like this. And there we go, the collection system is almost finished. All you need to do is get out your block of choice and your minecart with hopper, and you will need to block off the areas where the minecart hopper will be going into. That way it just doesn't fall off the track, and then you could just place it like this. And there we go, your farm is basically finished. All we need to do is have the sheep in place. Okay, so the sheep farm is finished. Now, if you do want the system where it turns on and off, we will be building that next year. So go to the back of the farm. Now, this is optional. It's just to improve how much lag will be on your world. So you will want to go to the bottom here and then place a block on each of the redstone dusts here. And this is actually what the repeaters are for. So we will want to put a repeater on each of the blocks that we just placed with the arrow facing towards the observer here, and then create a line of blocks going all the way connecting to all of the repeaters. Place redstone dust like this, and the bottom half should be good. Now we will want to do the same on the top half here. Place a block on the blocks with the redstone dust, place a repeater, and then place a line of blocks going into all of the repeaters like this, and then place the redstone, and there we go. Now we will be putting the system where it shuts off and turns back on right here on the top level. You can basically place it wherever and manipulate the redstone to however you want. But if you are building it exactly like ours, you will want to have a leather right here with 2 blocks interconnecting the 2 areas of glass like this, just to make it a little bit pretty. Then you will go and place the blocks where you put the lever. So we put the lever here, and we will need blocks like this, and then a block going like that. That way it connects all of the redstone, and just place redstone like this. That way it connects with all of the redstone here. Now we will need to connect the redstone from the top half to the bottom half. So what you can do is go down into the area and just place some stairways until the blocks match the same height as the line we just made. And it should look something like this. Place a redstone on the stairway here, place a redstone here, and then place a repeater. That way it doesn't destroy any of the signals and the system should work. So if you built everything like this, then your farm is basically ready to go. If we turn on the lever here, and it looks like it's already turned on, it basically fires all of the repeaters, which stops the system from shearing the sheep. And it also acts as a overflow system, which manually shears all the sheep. So if we were to flick the lever here, as you can see, it will shear all the sheep. That way, in case you have sort of like a problem, you could basically flick the lever manually, and there you go, you have all the sheep sheared. So guys, I do hope you like the farm tutorial. We'll hopefully be doing more in the future. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we have our social media down in the description below, as well as our Twitch channel, which will be streaming on our Aster SMP along with our Craft SMP. So thank you guys for watching, and have an awesome rest of your day.